Hello my friends, this is Jeannie. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So in this video, I am going to share with you the rabbit hole that I fell into. And it all started with a purchase that I made from Diane H. Her Etsy shop is Pretty Pink Cottage. A little bit ago, I purchased some bird cards, for lack of a better description, that look kind of something like this. These are not the cards that I purchased from Diane, but I purchased something very similar to these. Okay, these are beautifully illustrated bird cards. Each one has a little biography on the back about the bird that's illustrated on the front. And they were vintage. They had just everything beautiful about them. They were birds. I absolutely loved it. What intrigued me about the cards was that they had this little plastic disc on the back of each of the cards. Each of the cards had this. So, and the camera's not going to pick up on the details, but it looks like a record. I was 100% fascinated by what that was all about. So I started doing a little research and found out that in fact those are kind of like records, and if you have the correct device you can play that little record and it has information about the bird that's illustrated on the card. I also found out that there were different versions and different series of these cards and the device. So after much research and doing a little investigating and searching on eBay, I found the actual device. Two different versions of a device that can play those cards. There is a version from the 1970s with the cards, and then there's a version which I think this is maybe 1980s. I'm not sure. I think it's 1980s because this device came in its original box, and it has the Microsonics Corporation 1980s. So at least since the 1980s, this particular version of these Audubon cards has been around. Long story short, after much back and forth and negotiating, I ended up purchasing both of these sets from two different sellers and had two very different experiences. One super positive and one kind of neutral. The devices do work, but one of the devices, the volume is so low that it's barely audible, which is a shame. And I'm thinking maybe I can get my husband to open it up, pull it apart, and fix that. But if he doesn't, I'm not going to feel too bad about it, because I knew that I was taking a risk with this purchase simply because the seller had a no refund policy. And when someone has a no return, no refund policy, you get what you get, and you can't get upset because you walk into it knowingly. So I wasn't too upset because, number one, I negotiated him down to a rock bottom price. I paid less than half of what he wanted for it. And he ended up relenting and selling it to me. And in my mind, I figured if it turns out the machine is a dud, I have the cards and I can always sell the cards and recoup my money. That's not a big deal. But the device does work, but it's just barely audible. So I thought I would share with you the cards and the devices, and maybe on the actual working one, play one, so you can see just how cool this is. So the earlier one, the 1970s version, came with the device. It came with the storage bag that you can keep your device in, and it came with a full set the full set of Audubon cards, and it's set A, B, and C. And the cards themselves are beautiful. Let me show you. So what do I have? I have this is set C. So look at these cards. Absolutely gorgeous. Would be perfect for any journal. They are just gorgeous. Look at this owl. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. And I'm definitely going to end up selling this set. The set that came with the device that doesn't quite work as well as it should. I'm going to end up selling these if my husband can't get the audio to work on this device. And at first I thought that because they look exactly the same in terms of, you know, the size of the little record in the back and the size of the card, I thought that maybe these could work on the 1980s version of, you know, the little player. And they don't play. These 70s cards don't play on the 80s player. Nope, nope, nope. Which, it's a shame. And these cards are definitely different birds than the other set. Like, I didn't have duplicates, so I was excited about that and thought, wouldn't it be great if these cards can play on the other device, because the other device is absolutely perfect. But they don't, and I'm not going to keep them if I can't play them. So if my husband can't fix the device, I'm selling them. But look how beautiful. Each card is about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches by 1, 2. It's about 5 by 3, and just a little under 3. So, and the subject is beautiful. Oops. So you get the illustration, and you have the little record on the back, and you have some information on the bird. And as much as I love birds, and I do plan on making a journal dedicated to birds. It's going to be a bird theme, which is what led me to the original purchase from Diane. I have been compiling all sorts of bird-related or bird-themed items from Diane's shop as they come up. And that's where I learned about these cards. Even making that, I can't possibly use all of these cards. And I'm sure other people out there would love to have some of them. So I'll figure out what's going on with that device, and then I will figure out how I'm going to go about selling these. But I just wanted to share my little story there on what led me to buy two of these. And then here's the final box. This is set A. Oh, aren't they just, they're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. My God. Beautiful. I think each of these, I haven't counted, but I think it's like 20 or 26 cards per set. And I got all 3 sets. Isn't that beautiful? It's my mom's favorite bird. And I do love the case that it came with. I mean, it's a very attractive little set. I just wish the volume was better, because you can hear it. You can hear it. And it's playing perfectly. It's the sound that's not so perfect. But the way it works is you take the card and you slide it. There's like a little opening on the top here. You slide the card into that, and then it'll click in place, and then you press the play and it plays the card. Okay, but you can barely hear it, so it pops out fine. Everything's good about it except the volume. So kind of sad, but can't be mad at it. I knew what I was getting into. And like I said, I'm especially not mad because I really did get an amazing deal on those, considering what he was asking for. So that was the 1970s version. Here is the newer version, the 1980s. So this particular seller, the experience with him was fantastic. He answered all of my questions, and also gave me a really good deal on these. So here is the device, and this device works perfectly. Check that out. It's very clean. I put in new batteries. And so what you do, this one came with a crazy amount of cards. This came with sets A through H, and then it came with double A, double B, and double C. So wow, a lot of cards, and the illustrations are just as beautiful, right? You know what? These actually say that these were copyrighted in 1977. So these cards are from the no, it doesn't really mean much, does it? Well, it has a copyright date of the first print 1971 and then the second print 1977. So, but the device, the box says 1980. So I don't know, but they work well together. Okay, so I'm not going to show all of these cards, but you can see, look at the illustrations. Beautiful. And I will play one for you. But look how beautiful. And they are about the same size as the others, but these don't feel as delicate. You can tell they're definitely not as old as the others. Okay, but it's the same. You get a beautiful illustration on the back, a little biography on a beautiful illustration on the front, a little biography on the back, and the record. So let's play one of the records so you can just hear how cool this is. So let's play the Mockingbird. So I'm going to put in my little card in here. And I'm going to put the volume up high. I think it's up high. And press play.
Mockingbird is a robin-sized gray bird with a long tail and white wing and tail patches. It is a wonderful mimic. Its song is a variety of notes and phrases repeated several times before going to the next series. The call is a harsh check. It often sings at night.
Okay, and then you do that and it pops right out. This is awesome. This is just amazing. I am absolutely in love with this. And I have listened, I've played all of A. I listen to them at night, right before I go to bed. I've listened to A, B, and C so far. And so I have many, many, many more to go. and I'm super excited about this. And I just wanted to make a little video about it because to think this all started because of an amazing purchase that I made from Diane. And it just, the curiosity just got the better of me, and I'm glad that I fell down that rabbit hole and started looking into this. And I found one amazing working set, and I found one okay set. And like I said, I'm not too mad about the okay set, because even if my husband can't fix this, I'll put these up for sale. And where I'm going to put them up for sale, I don't know. I don't know if I'll sell them here through my channel or Etsy shop. Yeah, Etsy shop. And there's a whole story behind that one too. But I will be opening up an Etsy shop temporarily. Etsy shop is not my thing. God bless those who do it. It's just so much work. And I honestly, I can't commit that kind of time to an Etsy shop, but I will be opening one just temporarily. I named it. It's called My Vintage Attic, ATTIC USA, and there is a story behind that name as well. And it all started with a trip into my mother-in-law's attic. Yeah, I hit the mother-in-law, the jackpot of all things vintage in that attic, and she wants to get rid of it, and I cannot. I just cannot imagine doing all that, selling through my YouTube channel. So I thought the best thing to do would be just to temporarily open an Etsy shop. And I explained to her that if her goal is to just move the items, then that's how she has to price them. And she has to price them to go. But, you know, details we're still working on. And so far she has 2 tubs of things that she's delivered to me. I will be filming videos, sharing those finds with you, only because it is so just amazing what she had in her attic, and what remains, not just in her attic, but throughout her entire house. It's just packed from floor to roof, floor to ceiling, just so much beautiful vintage just yumminess. And I'm going to help her. She asked me to help her, and I'm going to help her sort through all that stuff and see what she can sell and what she's going to donate, and we'll see what happens. But it's a new little journey for me, and it's a little journey for her, and hopefully you guys will join us, and I'll share with you the things that I find. So be on the lookout for those videos. In fact, as soon as I'm done with this one, I'm going to be filming some ephemera. She has, oh my God, some amazing vintage fashion ephemera from the 1890s to the 1920s and 30s. She has some vintage half aprons, all kinds of amazing fabrics, some rayon, some designer, what does she call it, denim. Is just beautiful. Some macaw patterns, all just gorgeous. Some vintage, oh my goodness, greeting cards. I haven't even scratched that surface. I have just one little tub, it's not a tub, it's like a little basket of greeting cards that seem to follow these same 2 kids, one named Chipper and I think the other one was named George. Everything from birth announcements, from baby shower invitations to birth announcements to christenings to birthdays from 1 all the way up to 8. And these cards, if I remember correctly, were mostly from the 30s onward. So they are amazing. They are beautiful. I'm still sorting through those, but I'm going to film them and share them with you. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. That's all I have to say. But anyway, thank you, my friends, for indulging me and in entertain, putting up with my nonsense. This is probably coming across as one great babble of a video, but I was super excited about this and wanted to share it, and I can't wait to share with you all of the fun treasures that I found in my mother-in-law's attic. So be on the lookout for that video. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. I truly do appreciate it, and I will catch you all in the next video. Until next time, bye bye.